Hey, what's up guys? MaximusBlack here with another Quest to Masters. And this time we're going to do things a little bit differently. This is not recorded live. This was a replay that I ended up saving from my streams. A lot of the time is when I play StarCraft, it's usually on the streams unless I'm doing a Quest to Masters in the live sort of fashion. But for this, what I'm going to do is it's only going to be in my vision. I will introduce the player. We have myself starting down here in the bottom left, and I don't know where Vulcan is yet. And I'm actually going to take away the names because I don't want you to see his supply. Well, actually, I guess you can see his supply in the you can see his supply on the top right screen anyway. So I guess it really doesn't matter. So I guess I'll leave the names up, and I'm just going to do it in this sort of view so you can kind of see what I was doing, what I was thinking, and it'll almost give you that first person. It is actually going to give you that first-person view, but it just won't be live, so you'll get a little bit more commentary out of me. Before this game gets started, d2dgamer.com is where you want to go to upload your replays for us to cast you here on the solo channel. Well, I would cast you here, and also to get casted on Lag TV, where me and Adam would cast you. Secondly, if you're not following us on Facebook, do that right now. Facebook.com/LagTV. Follow me on Twitch TV, link is in the description below. And of course, go check out my other stuff on my channel. I'm trying to become a all-around YouTuber, like a gaming YouTuber. So I do different playthroughs like Mario, Half-Life, Dead Space. I'm doing World of Warcraft now. And it's a lot of fun being able to play different games. So if you're into anything like that, go check that out. But, to the matter at hand, I am Protoss, and my enemy, or my opponent, is Zerg. So it is going to be a PvZ. This is a this is a pretty damn big map. One of the bigger maps, if not the biggest map on the ladder right now. So what I like to do against Zerg, and basically any race on this map, except for really Protoss, is I like to build out here. And the reason why I do that is so that I can get an expansion at a relatively good time, and it's already protected by this wall here that I'm eventually going to build up. Especially against Zerg. You're going to want to expand at some point. I usually 3-gate robo, or not 3-gate robo, 3-gate expand against a Zerg player. And it should work well on a map like this. And it usually does work well as long as you don't let anything in here to run and just basically hit your mineral line, and you're basically screwed. So here we go. I am finally scouting. It was always the last spot that I check, or the last possible place that they could be, and really got enough information there. 2 extractors going to a refiner, or yeah, they're extractors. Jeez, Jeff, come on now, step your casting game up. Spawning pool already finished, and a bunch of lings were already out on the field, and they took out my probe very, very quickly. He opted to go ahead and grab that fast expansion. Basically 10 times out of 10, Zerg is going to fast expand on this map. Sometimes they will, like 7 Roach Rush or 10 Pool, just because they think that they can assume that you think that they're going to expand. So it is still very important to scout. You want to scout basically every game. My second gateway now down. I am putting a pylon over here. A lot of the time is players make the mistake of really building everything out here, and doing your gateways and stuff is cool. But you also want to put a pylon or something over in your base to make sure, in case any lings come in here, you're going to be able to warp in here. And you don't want to leave everything here. In case this gets destroyed, you can still build things in your main. So keep that in mind when you're playing on this map, or really any other map. You don't want to just bunch all your buildings in one area, especially if it's not in your main. So my warp research is now getting ready to finish up. My 3rd gateway is going down. It looks like I am saving now for a Nexus, so I am going to get that expansion. 3-gate expand. My timings are a little bit weird here, but still nothing to worry about. And there we go. I put down a nice force field to make sure those lings did not get in. If those lings got in, I would have needed to do some really, really good force fields, or my sentries might have went down very, very quickly, and that is not good. So I basically want to just protect this as much as possible, make sure nothing gets in. And also what I'm doing is I'm going very, very heavy sentries. It is so important against Zerg. getting those heavy sentries, doing proper force fields, and just owning. Force fields, oh, and look at that. Those force fields are very, very nice. Making sure no lings got out. I know maybe it was 1 or 2 force fields a little bit too crazy. I could have definitely saved a little bit more, but it doesn't really matter. By the time I go attack, these sentries are going to have full energy again anyhow, so it doesn't... No loss there. But it was good. I didn't lose any units. My Zealot basically took very, very minimal damage. It didn't even get rid of his shield, so they're going to regenerate, and basically my units took no damage, and I got rid of those Zerglings. So that was really good. I am transferring over a bunch of pros right now. Nexus is finishing up. 4th Gateway just finishing for myself. I am going to go ahead and get a assimilator on this natural, a 2nd assimilator. Usually I don't get all 4 assimilators right off the bat. I only really need an extra 1 because I already have quite a bit of gas. At this point, I probably should have dropped a forge and started upgrading. This is a big, big flaw of mine, and hopefully you guys do that a little bit better than me. I usually forget to upgrade, and that is not good. Or it's not that I forget, I usually get them a little bit too late. If I have the gas, I have the resources right now, why not get a forge up and start getting some upgrades? So it looks like I am about to branch out and try to pop my head at his base, see what's going on. You can tell, or I can tell this, because I brought my probe over with my units. So here we are. I am going to start working my way up the map. I still haven't really done any scouting. That is also not good on my behalf. I should probably be doing a little bit more scouting, maybe dropping down a robo, and that's what I'm doing right now, which is good. So robo going down, that's going to allow me to get some observers and or some immortals in case there is roach. And a lot of Zergs will just heavy mass roach and or lings, and usually you see infestors. That's how Zergs play nowadays, with the exception of some may get Mutalisk, but it really all depends. So he really doesn't have anything here right now. This is huge for me. Right now I'm thinking, okay, where in the hell is his units? What is going on? He has no spine crawlers. This is very weird. I'm chucking down a couple of force fields. There's a bunch of lings on the field right now for Vulcan. Vulcan is trying to find a way to get in here. I'm using my force fields to push back those roaches as far as possible so they can't get the range to shoot in at my sentries. That is absolutely huge. Chucking down some more force fields, and some of those were really, really bad, but some nice ones over here to make sure that those lings could not get around at those sentries. Some more stalkers. I keep warping in units, doing massive amounts of damage right now. Those force fields are keeping me alive, but he is starting to overrun me with roaches. I need to back up and keep my units alive, and that looks like what I'm going to do. Damage has been done. I basically destroyed all of his drones right there. I did massive amounts of damage. I made him spend money on more units. Jeff, back up. I need to back up. Not backing up. Okay, that's not cool. So it looks like I am getting a little bit greedy here, and these lings are going to be able to pick off a couple of stalkers, as it seems. Yep, 2 of them do go down there. And I finally back off with my stalkers. Let me take back a look at my base. Macro-wise, I was iffy. I was building probes the whole time. I am getting an immortal out, and I do have some more stalkers. Still no forge? Yes, I am upgrading. That is good. Maybe I will look at the production tab just because. So right now I did a lot of damage on Vulcan. He is building a bunch of drones right now, which means he's using that larva to build drones and not units. That's always a great thing for me. We take a look at the supply. 68. I am supply blocked right now, which is not a good thing. There we go. I am building some pylons, so that is a bit of an error right there. But I'm ahead of the Zerg right now. You know, we take a look at the units. 42 probes to 28 drones. That is huge. 12 minutes, almost, 12 minutes, 30 seconds into a match, and I'm ahead in the economy against the Zerg. That is massive. I do have an Immortal out. That Immortal is going to do some sick amount of damage against Roach, because we all know Immortal is a hard counter to Roaches, especially if you can keep the Immortals in the back so they're not taking any damage. A lot of the time is Zerg players will focus fire on an Immortal, and you can really catch them off guard. If you can get your Immortal in a good position and then start running, oh, look at all of these lings. Do not let those lings in the base. I put up some nice force fields to make sure that they can't get us around all my units. This one Immortal here in the back doing some damage right now. 8 kills with that one Immortal. Wow, oh wow, here comes some more Zealots to soak up some of the damage up in the front. And look at this. This Immortal is tearing shit right now. 12 kills, 13 kills, and I'm just doing a great job at continuously building units. I do have 800 minerals right now, and I think that is mainly because I don't have enough gates. I need to get a few more gateways. I need to maybe start looking to get a third expansion up. Basically, I just want to keep this lead. I want to keep that macro lead. I want to keep building units, and I want to keep advancing at this point. I don't know why Vulcan just keeps attacking like this. I've got way more units than him. He's just basically throwing all of his units into the meat grinder. Not good. Not good at all. Getting some more sentries out so I can get some more force fields and or guardian shields. Really just a solid play by me right now. Vulcan kind of shitting the bed a little bit by continuously attacking this massive amounts of unit. This is a really good unit composition. I'm still popping out some more immortals. I'm now level 1. What do we have going now in the production tab? I am not getting shields quite yet. Taking down a couple of lings to kind of see if I'm attacking or what kind of composition I have. I really don't know what Vulcan's going to be up to at this point. It's really not looking good. This is a massive amounts of units. I am bringing a probe down to chuck down a proxy pylon. That roach does go down. That tower is no... And oh my god, look at this. He actually ran in with a bunch of links, but that tower showed him that I was coming up to his base, and I warped in a bunch of zealots. So he was backing off. I don't agree with this. He could have definitely did some damage on my mineral line. We take a look up at the base. I am going to be taking out his third. What a weird place to put a hatchery. It's like he got lazy and didn't want to destroy the rocks. I did defend pretty good over here. Took basically 0 damage when I could have lost a lot of probes there. Taking out that hatchery. I don't know if he was planning on getting minerals from that kind of distance, or he was using that as a macro hatch and then getting rid of that, chucking down another hatchery. I have no idea. But this is just way too much. I cannot see him surviving this. I don't care what he's got. He's still level 0. I am level 1. Attack, chucking up some force fields to make sure those lings do not get in there. Those roaches are picking off my zealots one by one. A sentry just goes down, chucking up a guardian shield and quickly backing off and warping in more units here. Oh, he's bringing up the entire line, and look at those force fields! All of these drones are gonna go down, and he rage quits and leaves the game. Sour about those force fields. A little bit crazy with the force fields. Didn't need, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Didn't need 9 of them. Probably would have done with like 4 or 5 max. But hey, when you got the sentries, why not? So let's take a look at what I did wrong there. I supply blocked myself a couple of times. Could have started my upgrades a lot sooner. I should have been at least level 2 at this point in the game at almost 17 minutes. That would have helped me out quite a bit, even though I still really dominated in this match. I didn't have any blink. I definitely want to research blink against a roach army. That is basically a must. I did very good at keeping up with my probes, although I still could have gotten a few more here on that expansion, and it wouldn't have hurt to go for my third while I was doing this attack, just in case he had something under his sleeve and he overran me or something, or he held me off. But besides that, I think it was a pretty solid game, a very good unit composition, lots of immortals to do some damage, one of them there with 16 kills. So, a decent game, a decent PvZ. I finally win a decent PvZ. I'm going to have some more Quest of Masters for you guys coming up, and some really good matches coming up. I have, this in particular match is about 2 weeks old, but over the last, 4 days, my skills, I feel as though have gotten a lot better, and I'm going to show you guys what I've been doing and how I've improved in a couple of the up-and-coming Quest of Masters, and I'm also going to be showing you guys how to come back when you have nothing, and how to never give up. Now, there's a difference between not giving up and being bad-mannered when there's absolutely not a sweet chance in holy hell you can come back, but then there's the never giving up when you have that one last ditch effort and really pushing for that win. And I'm going to show you guys how I do it. And I don't claim to be the best StarCraft player out there by any stretch of the imagination. I am only rank 10 right now, Diamond, but I went from rank 55 to rank 10 in a matter of 4 days. So I'm feeling really good about my skills, and I'm really working hard to get to Masters. I've been playing a lot of StarCraft, and hopefully I can help you guys improve your game if you're a Protoss player, and maybe you can even learn a few things if you're a Zerg or Terran player just by how I play them and stuff like that. But Anyhow, this is MaximusBlack with another Quest of Masters. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If so, like this video, of course. Thank you for subscribing. And follow me on Twitch TV right now. Peace out, guys.